Hi there, ukulele friends. Lisa, the ukulele fool here, foolishly believing that the gift of music can have a positive impact on a child's life. Let's get into it. I'll show you some things you can do. I'm going to be sharing with you instruments I got from Enya Music. It's available on Amazon and it comes with a melodica, 2 egg shakers, and let's see if I got enough room here in a paddle drum with a mallet. It's currently $60 with a 15% off coupon in the United States. Let's talk about some of the activities that you can do with this instrument. I think getting a variety like this is really beneficial for kids. Let's talk about what you can do after Christmas and once they get it in their hands. Developing rhythm is so important for children. I'll put links to studies down below that talk all about that. But for small children, this is designed for 3 and up. Could you do it with younger kids? Yes, but with all kids, I would recommend that you do supervised activities where you're interacting with them and keep them in a limited time. If you've got a 3-year-old kid, I would cut it off at 6 minutes. 5-year-old kid, I'd cut it off at 10 minutes. Do you see the pattern there? With this drum, you can do all kinds of interactive activities to help them develop rhythm and then also to help develop a bond with you that will help them socially later in life. Holding the drum in one hand, keep it stable. I think that's the important thing. Instead of trying to meet at the midline like that, you want to keep the drum stable because that's developmentally more appropriate for children. And you can do just, first of all, just having fun, exploring around, trying to get different sounds. Just exploring like that is so important for children. Getting them to talk about it too. How does this sound different from that? Can you play it on the inside? Does it sound any different? Making those kinds of comparisons just for exploration's sake and then to help their brains develop. You can then create rhythms with this using words, and chaining words with it is really important for speech development as well as just everything from getting the brain working into the hands. You can put words like peanut butter, peanut butter, peanut butter, peanut butter. More complicated, peanut butter sandwich, peanut butter sandwich. Maybe even easier than that would be just doing jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle bells. Taking words and of course have the kids explore, have them give you phrases and see if they can put it into rhythms on this drum. Other activities that you can do with this drum is to play along with recorded music. So just getting them to keep a beat, that's so important. And if you can get them to count with it too, oh my gosh. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I would do this with music, but I'm afraid that I would get a copyright strike on it. So am I being fearful? I don't know. Let me know in the comments down below if you have better ideas on that than I do. But getting them to count 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That would be a really good developmental activity for the 5- and 6-year-old crowd. Not a bad little ukulele, right? It is carbon fiber or plastic, however you want to look at it, has an easy restringing system and very cute. We think of ukulele as, playing melodies and chording and things like that, but you can do a lot more with, particularly with younger children, than just, trying to keep it in the narrow realm of making music. Z chords, and you can do some of this rhythmic activity, getting them to keep a beat with music. You could also do chords with this, 1-finger chords like C, C7, even a 1-finger F. You put the lime in the coconut and drink it all up. This is a great song to use with kids. I have a complete tutorial on it, and you can change the words. You put your hat and your mittens on and go outside to play. You get the idea. But one of the things that you can start doing with an instrument like this is treating the instrument with respect. If you're going to want to eventually get your kids into less toy-like instruments. And I'm not saying that this is a toy quality. This is actually a nice quality instrument, but getting them to treat it with respect, that you have a good place to put it, where it's safe, how to hold it, and doing little games like, setting it down carefully, picking it up and holding it carefully. And again, these are best done with adult supervision, keeping it really short little games, just even as simple as picking up your instrument and holding it right. And you can do everything from, star reward charts, or just making music its own reward. So getting them to just strum the instrument and hold it, and doing it with rhythm, whether they're playing with other music, so just with the Z chord, changing your ukulele into a percussion instrument, doing that. You can also do exploration with this, going higher. Not even trying to be specific in it, just getting them to recognize that it sounds higher or sounds lower. Same thing with louder and softer. Having them to play it loudly. Having them to brush it softly. Great activities to do. And then once they're developing that kind of coordination to be able to hold it, well, then it's like using the frets. Doing the first fret. Can you find the third fret and do it? On the A string, can you apply that to your G string? And I would start with the outer strings rather than trying to find those inner strings first, but second fret on the G string. And getting them to do really specific activities like that. And again, keeping the time minimal. It's just kind of like sugar. Don't let them binge out on sugar. Yeah, keep it fun, keep it contained, keep it something that they're looking forward to. And again, I can't emphasize it too much. Interactive, music can really help engage your kid in a socially appropriate way. Well, what else can we do with this set? Egg shakers. Even to being able to trade hands and not have something to hit with, this is a big skill. You might start out having them hit on their laps, or crossing their body. For 5-year-olds, this is a great thing to do. And faster, slower, and slow. Exploring all these really important musical concepts. And of course, if you want to play a game of catch, you can do that too. This is a melodica, and when I taught music, we were taught to use recorders. I would much rather have something like this. At least I think it would. Now, true, there's more moving parts on this, and it's possible for these to break maybe a little bit easier. So again, teaching a child to be careful with things and putting things in a specific place and treating it nicely is really important. But a melodica, if you just blow into it, nothing happens. And so that, to me, gives it a superior advantage over the recorder, because you can squeak and squawk forever on the recorder, and it can drive parents insane. This one, you have to depress a key. And that allows the sound to happen. And they also have to control their breath to be able to do that. So this is a great instrument where you can talk about long and short, and how to control that either with your breath, like, or control it with the keys. So again, great exploration, and you could even go into it further by looking on the internet. What makes a melodica work? How does that happen? Things like that. Again, exploring going down your instrument, and learning that things are going higher as you're moving down the instrument. And because this is a little bit easier to control than a ukulele, you can also start getting a distance relationship on this. And talking about how far apart those notes are, and that notes are close together. And this also, along with the ukulele, can help develop more fine motor coordination. So I think this is a great idea. I'm going to sterilize this up because I'm going to be giving this gift away to one of my friend's children. You know, in the cold winter months when you need to shake those sillies out, yeah, you know what I mean. Use these instruments with like a freeze dance thing, and you can take turns with your kid, you know, having them play along. And then when the music stops, you have to freeze, right? And so doing fun games like that with the ukulele, with the melodica, with the drums, the egg shakers, taking turns, all that kind of stuff are all great exploratory games to play that are actually learning games. I'm going to have down below links to this instrument set, and I am an Amazon affiliate, so I'll get a small commission off of that. So, and thank you very much to Enya for sending this to me, and they also sent one to my favorite music charity, Ukulele Project Hawaii, and I will also put a link down to their website as well. They're a trusted charitable organization. I will also put links to further learning for you about how musical development can help your child in so many different ways. And then I will also put some links down to some good sites that use ukulele with small children. So you have that to work off of. I think this is a great gift to give a child, and I hope it helps you build a stronger relationship with that child, whether it's a neighbor's kid or a grandchild or a niece, nephew, your own child, whatever. Thanks so much to Enya Music for sending this to me, and thank you to all my patrons. I could not do this without you. Yeah, I love my patrons. I love all y'all too. Thanks for watching to the end. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up. It really helps my channel, and to subscribe to my channel as well. All right, happy Christmas.